Hello and welcome to another 100% human video, my friends. It's Dark Souls 2 time, it's guide time. Quick and easy, hopefully. If we get hit, as always, we're gonna continue, of course. As you might know, if you watched the Dark Souls 1 guide, I took a little slap there, but we continued anyways. And then we try to headshot the Boulder Knight. The same is gonna happen with Dark Souls 2. I know it's the best Dark Souls and the most people like Dark Souls 2. That's why I'm gonna, save it for last. And after that, we're gonna jump into more specific stuff like pyromancy only, sorcery only, a level 1 guide, stuff like this, right? Because there's so many different options how to run a game. We're gonna start right away. This is gonna be a little bit of a longy schlongy, or I don't know how long. I'm gonna make myself smaller first. Give me a second. I'm gonna make myself a little smaller, and then we're gonna start right away. I'm gonna commentate alongside the game as always, and I hope I can give you guys, some ideas how to run this game. There are two different ways to run it. One would be the Shulva route. The second one would be staying in the base game. Shulva is a DLC where you go into the DLC. You skip basically 2 boss fights, but you have to go into the DLC and there are many enemies to kill, etc. Tough as well. You can get hit on both. I tend to do the non-Shulva part, but a lot of people might criticize me for that. Who knows? So you start the game, obviously. There is no character creation at the beginning because you have to run to the Nans first. And there's also no way to get hit here, so you can just like sprint all the way. And then there's the character creation right after. First and foremost, I want to talk about the specialties of Dark Souls 2, because there are some. Dark Souls 2 has a stat called ADP. When you level up the stat ADP, you get more agility in your stat menu, and that means your rolls are better, you drink Estus faster. Basically, the adaptability of your character is, higher, and they can do all the things they do much better than before. That's why a level 1 Dark Souls 2 run is so hard, because you can't level up that stat, right? And that makes Dark Souls 2 on level 1 one of the hardest runs, but we're running it level today, and I guess if you start this with your first Dark Souls run, then you will run it on level 1 as well, right? So you will run it leveled first as well. What I like to pick first is the Swordsman, just stat-based. It's kind of nice, and you have 2 swords at the beginning, which is not necessary, and you also want to pick a bonfire aesthetic, okay? Very important item. I get to that later. But you need to grab that as your starting gift, and then you finalize your creation and you go into the game.
All people come here for the same reason.
To get a no-hit run. You unequip all the armor sets, you unequip these 2 weapons, you can equip one of these 2 swords, it doesn't matter what you use at the beginning. And then you discard, or at least I like to discard, all of the armor you have. The reason is we will get an armor set that we have to put on after every boss fight, and it's just easier to pick it if you have no other armor in your slots, so you can find it easier. You get this bonfire, you need it later, and then you kill the wagon. Destroy the wagon. Now the wagon is dead. And then you pick up the torch, and there's also a soul, of course. And then you sprint all the way to the Majula hub, which is a beautiful little town. Speaking of hub areas, guys, there was going to be a video, or there was a video on the channel. This should be 1 week after the hub video released. Go check that out. Maybe Tom can link it down below. It's about what is the coolest hub area in From Software games and why is that the case. So you are going all the way to beautiful Majula, and then you pick the bonfire there. There are certain things we have to pick up. All the items, as always, going to be added in by Tom, I assume. And maybe Tom can also play some music. For example, this one. I don't know if you already played music and that was a complete, unnecessary gesture, but I like to do it. You grab the bonfire, you grab the soul of the nameless soldier and 3 life gems, because why not? And you go all the way to the right here. There are some homeward boners you can pick. I believe 10? A lot. I didn't pick them up in a while. I guess it was 10. It's 5. Okay, never mind. Which is also a lot. You can pick up the homeward boners. And then we're gonna go and kill the first boss. So you run all the way down here into the next area. It's like a sewer section. There are no enemies here, so you don't have to worry about anything. You just run this all the way. I'm gonna try to be as fast as possible, by the way, for 2 reasons. First and foremost, I want you guys to, you know, have like a quick guide. And secondly, I am also a little bit under time pressure today. Because it's already like 9:30 or something, and I have to eat, and I wanted to go grocery shopping as well, but I won't be able to do that probably today. I'm gonna go tomorrow. Another Soul of a Lost Undead, Broken Straight Sword, which is unnecessary, of course, but, you know, pick those items up just for the souls, for the sake of the souls, which we're gonna have a lot on this run later on, but for the beginning, it's nice to have some. And then you just sprint past this guy and strafe it to the left. They attack. And then you get these hammer guys. You lure him in a little bit. You sprint towards him. And then you just sprint past. They have 3 different attacks. That was the slow attack. They also have a quick attack. You just strafe the left side and then you run to the right. And you will always strafe the hammer. There's going to be a second hammer guy. Maybe he's going to do the quick attack. Then I can show you how to strafe it. Super easy to learn. It's not going to be a big deal. I just wanted to mention it. There's a second hammer guy. You want to lure him away from the fog wall. And then you run in. And you strafe right. That was the quick attack. He has to attack twice. And then you go through the fog wall. Be quick. You are not invincible at a fog wall in Dark Souls 2. Why? I don't know. It sucks. I know. You go back. You wait until his right foot steps past the line. You run past him. He falls off. Dies. Bibbidi bobbidi boo, first boss fight over, explosion, and then you get the Dragonrider soul, and you are already at this bonfire here. Congratulations, you did it. Is the miracle lady? We're gonna hit her a bunch.
Please stop this. Please stop this.
You can do it with the fists. It's probably better to do it bare fists. Now she's gonna stand up if you hit her a bunch. You backstep her. There is a reason we kill her. The reason is, if we don't kill her right now, she's gonna invade us later into the game, and that's going to be messy. That's why you punch her down here. And when she's coming back up to you on the stairs, you just wait here. She should come back up. And then you just punch her into the water, and she's dead. You get a bunch of souls, and we go back to Majula. Sometimes she doesn't run up the stairs immediately, then you have to go down and bait her a little bit, but that's not a problem. It is super easy peasy lemon squaison.
Parlez-vous le français?
Now we are going to go to the cat. Okay, here's a cat. It's a merchant cat. And you will get 10 of those. 10 of the skulls. And after we get those skulls, we equip them. We have a short little running section again. Where we are going to use some of those skulls. You can equip your sword again if you want. Which is going to be really good to have if there is an enemy. There is going to be enemies now. We're not going to kill any of those enemies, but, you know, just equip your sword. Because why not? While this opens up, you can use a soul. You can technically even use 2 souls, I believe. You can't use all of them, but you can use 2. And then you just sprint past here. And you equip your skulls now. I mean, you can't see it because I'm sitting in front of the items, but I have the alluring skulls equipped. And then we run the Forest of the Fallen Giants section. Just run past these enemies. They have daggers. They're going to attack you or try to backstab you, but you can quickly run past them. There's one guy trying to shoot. You just roll off, run close, bait a melee attack, run past this guy, and climb the ladder. Then you run over here and you throw a little scully skull at the wall, because, as I mentioned earlier, they can attack you from behind. You're not invincible at a fog wall. You bait out one guy here, the jumping attack. You run past him. Throw another skull here. And then you run past these guys. They will be attracted by the skull. Throw another skull here at the wall. So the bow dudes won't shoot at you. And then you just climb the ladder. Last but not least, another skull over here. And then you open the door. Because you're not invincible at the door. They will if you don't do that, they will start attacking you. Get in, you get the bonfire, you sit down to reset the situation, and now you're safe. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna buy some items. To be honest, I didn't do a leveled run in a while, so I'm not 100% sure. I assume we're going to need, like, the key, like, that's for certain. And we're gonna buy, like, 5 fire bombs. No, 5 fire bombs should be enough, I believe. Oh, let's buy, like, 6 fire bombs. And then you just talk until the dialogue is exhausted. After the dialogue is exhausted, you go back to Majula. The merchant lady should like migrate to Majula now. The reason we bought the key is this door. That's like the blacksmith's like house. You also get a bow here, and now you sit at a bonfire because the blacksmith is going to go to work now. After you sit at the bonfire here. And now we're gonna get our main weapon for the run. We're going to get our rapier first. Like, this is the weapon we're gonna use throughout the entire run. The rapier is really fast and, like, incredibly strong. You get 50 arrows, and we also get 6 of these. And then we reinforce the rapier. 1, 2, 3. And
I'll be around.
We are going to equip the rapier now. Equip your fire bombs. Equip your bow. You can either equip it here, so you have it on the other slot, and then you can swap back and forth. Or you can equip it here, and then you just swap between bow and rapier. The downside of that is, if you buff your rapier and you swap to the bow, then the rapier won't be buffed anymore. If you have it on the other slot, you can swap back and forth and your rapier will still be buffed. Now we're going to kill a guy. Another guy. This guy here, to be exact. You hit him twice, I believe. Then you hit him once more. And now we just, like, kill him.
Curses upon you, enough of this.
Like this. Perfect. And you got the armor. And this is the armor I was talking about earlier. We put on after boss fights to get more souls. So you just jump down here. You got another Titanite shard, as you guys saw. And we can go back to the guy. And we can upgrade our bow. Like, there's a different bow later on in the game we could get, but it's perfectly fine to use a short bow. Like, maybe I'm just a little numb from running these games on level 1, but I feel like you have so much damage, like it's not necessary to go for more, almost. And now we talk to Shanalot. She's the leveling lady, and you can just level up a little bit. So, what we want first is ADP, okay? Like, you put all the points you have into ADP. So we get better rolls. And then we move on to the second boss, which would be the last giant. We can do that now with porting to this bonfire here. Teleporting to the bonfire. Beep boop. So you go down here. There's a guy patrolling. There's a guy sitting here. You want to wait for this guy patrolling to come over. You log on, you run in, attack him twice real quick. I usually try to swap to the bow and just shoot this guy from afar, because these guys are dangerous and I don't really want to mess with those. There's another dude down here, and you just poke him twice. He's dead as well. Then we swap to the fire bombs. We run up here. Oh, and also, if the merchant lady didn't migrate immediately, that's not a problem. We can buy more items later, and then she will migrate at some point. Will you bait the turtle guy by rolling through these, like, barrels? Bait out an attack, for example, the side swing. The turtle has 3 different attacks, I believe. And then you just run up here, you climb the ladder, and then you run all the way over here. And you drop, and you drop. And then you throw a firebomb here, make everything explode, and you run through here. You go to this corpse, there's another homeward bone and a life gem. And then there are these guys, and you really want to shoot them with the bow, because these guys are annoying AF. As you can see, bows are really, really strong in this game. It's only gonna get more ridiculous. Redonkulous. And you kill these with the bow. You go through the fog gate, because remember, fog gates don't make you invincible. And then you pick up the fire arrows. Important item. Don't forget about the fire arrows here, okay? Big pop-up. And you go for this right here. So, now that you have the fire arrows equipped, you can make some of these barrels explode, which is cool. There's another guy here. You do like a headshot and another shot. Then he's dead. And this is the fog gate where the last giant is. And I fight the last giant in a particular way. I'm going to explain it while fighting him. Cutscene, of course, you can skip it. Just walk past and then you attack his legs. 4 times if you want. You walk away. And you make space between yourself and the last giant. What I like to do, when he walks towards me, like he's going to turn, it's going to take a moment. He walks towards me, he's going to do an attack. For example, he's going to fall over. And you go away. You start attacking him after he fell. Now he's going to face transition. Going to rip out his arm, hit him twice, and then you walk away again. And then you do the same again. You make him walk towards you, you wait for his attack. And then you go away again. Don't overdo it, you know? You have plenty of time. I know I could have greeted for the kill there, but, you know. He's gonna do an attack again. You hit him, and then you put on the armor. And now you will receive extra souls for this kill. And the soldier's key. Okay? The giant soul, of course, and the soldier's key. The soldier's key is the important part here, because it will open us a door now to the pursuer. You can use the giant soul here on the lift. And we have almost 20k souls already. And you can unequip the armor again, because if you roll with the armor, you still have a light roll, you could say, but you don't roll as far, you know? And now we are able to open this with the soldier's key. And there are some enemies in there. You can just two-shot them with the rapier, because you attack so fast. What you can also do is, you can bait out an attack, roll away, and then you go back in, and you hit them twice, and they're dead as well. Those are the different ways of killing the soldiers. You lock onto this guy, you walk up, you shoot him a bunch. You can also bait him in and, like, kill him. You don't have to use arrows for this guy, technically. There's another guy up there you want to shoot and kill. So you shoot him twice and he's dead as well. And now we're gonna cheese the pursuer, okay? Important. This is kind of like a precise thing. I hope it goes well. Usually it does, you know, but, you know, it's like in Germany we say the Vorführ effect. And I hope it goes well. But you go through the fog wall. There's going to be a fog gate. The positioning is quite precise. You walk up to this point, to these bells or whatever there is. Then you roll his first attack. You run behind and you spam the A button. And then you just hit him with this, like, weapon. And he's gonna die immediately. That works every single... If you execute it properly, it works every single time. You put on the armor. And you will receive the Ring of Blades, which gives you attack power. And that's really nice. Now we have 41k, which is cool. And we'll go to the next area. That was the Pursuer. It works every single time. Like, make a save game. Practice it like 5, 6, 8 times. And bibbidi bobbidi boo. You'll get yourself a cool Pursuer kill. You go to the Lost Bastille. And you open the right chest in front of you. which is a dull ember. You get to the second blacksmith we're gonna go to. And you light the bonfire, of course. And now we're gonna port back to Majula, where I hope the lady is gonna be now. If not, then we have to go to the giant place. No, the lady is here. Perfect. And now we are going to buy 2 of those right here, which is 12k. And then you talk to her again. And now we get a ring. The silver serpent ring +1, which is also extra souls for everything we kill. So you put it on. And there you go. You get yourself a silver serpent ring. There's no boss fight here now. We can, technically, if we want, we could, like, upgrade. But I don't think it's necessary to do that. What we also could do right now is we could go and get the stone ring already. But I don't think it's a necessary thing to do. The thing is, there is a Forlorn invasion. And if we get the Forlorn invasion, it's gonna be a little... I don't know if we have enough arrows to kill Forlorn. And that's why it could be a little, like, Monka W. But I hope it's gonna be alright. Like, the worst thing that could happen with the Forlorn invasion is that we are not able to kill Forlorn, and that means you have to wait, you know? Like, there's a way to get, like, Home Ward, and to just get rid of Forlorn with Home Ward. It's a spell, but you can't use a Home Ward Bone, and you can't... Oh, you pick up this, by the way. This is upgrade material. You can't use a Homeward Bone, and you can't quit out or anything. Forlorn completely ignores all of that. What is happening? There's one guy, I usually shoot him, but I don't know what he's doing. Oh, it fell down. Perfect. You roll down this barrel, and then you roll away. Thing's gonna explode. This guy is gonna shoot us now. For whatever reason. Okay. This is a weird RNG, but you just deal with it like that. And there's a last dog. You wait for the dog. Sometimes all the dogs die here. But for some reason this one dog didn't die. You just wait for it to, you know, come back. So you can shoot it. It is just unfortunate RNG, but it's gonna like walk back eventually, and then you're able to shoot it. Where is it? Doggy. Doggy! Where are you, doggy? Okay, we got the doggy. And you go down. After you got the doggy, you open up. You run to the chest. And then you go into that corner, because there's a pursuer spawning again. And that gives you the time to use another soul. Pursuer soul. And the pursuer is gonna fade. Because you're in that corner, he can track you there. You open up this chest, and you get another... this is another silver serpent ring. You don't need it, because you have the +1 ring. And the fragrant branch of yore. Those are important as well, because you can... Like, they're statues, and those statues are petrified. And you want... Sometimes you want to de-petrify, unpetrify those statues. And those are for those... process of depetrification. I don't know if that's a word, but you know what I mean. You make those real people again. You get the antiquated key. That's for later, for a door as well, for a different part of the Bastille. You go up here and you pick up another large titanite shard. This is all upgrade material for the blacksmith. And now we're gonna aim for this with the fire arrow, okay? And as soon as this guy walks all the way up here, you're gonna shoot the fire arrow, and it's gonna explode and make him fall off and die. And then we just hope that we won't get a forlorn invasion now, otherwise we're kinda like, you know, fucked. Okay, you run all the way in here, and we'll see if we got a forlorn invasion or not. You pick up the gold pine resin here. We don't have a forlorn invasion, it seems, which is really good. And now you want to kill this last guy. And what I usually do is I just like bait him. I run towards him, I bait him, I run away. And then I make him like explode a couple of times. Like first one here. Go up here. Second one here. And then I use the big boy to finish him off. It's the easiest way, in my opinion, to kill him. Boom. And then you don't have to deal with this dude. Forlorn invasions, by the way, is like a random invasion that can happen at a certain point in time. In a certain area. There are multiple forlorn invasions. There's forlorn invasion strategies for every single one of them. Which I use on my runs. You roll down this barrel because you want it to explode at this wall here. You know? Because... this is where the blacksmith is. And there's also a bonfire now, which you can use. Now we have the second blacksmith available. Which is very, very good. Now we made it through the Bastille. And we grab more large Titanite shards. And now we can upgrade our bow and our other weapon to a plus... I don't even know. Iron arrow. You just go through the dialogue until he asks you for the dull ember. Give him the dull ember we picked up earlier. And now we are going to buy arrows, because we barely have any arrows left. Let's buy like 140 arrows or whatever, which is 4,200 souls, but we have 40k, as you can see. And then we buy 8 of those shards here, which is also 20k. And now we can upgrade our rapier to a plus 6. And we can upgrade our bow to a plus 6. So we have a rapier and bow plus 6 now, which is the maximum we can have here. And yeah, this is going to be it for now here at the blacksmith. You can choose to level up like dexterity already to make you like your character stronger in terms of like dex. But what I really like to get the roll increase first. It's just, you know, kind of convenient. Now we're gonna go. We have enough arrows and we have like an upgraded bow and everything. We're gonna go back to the start where we came from, and there's a ring we want to get. It is called the stone ring. It basically does increased poise damage to enemies when you put it on, and that's really nice. We're gonna need that for later, and we are going to grab that right now. And you grab it by killing a hippo. There's like one giant hippo here, and you just like shoot it until it's dead. And since we have quite some, you know, damage now. Those hippos are tanky. But it should not be a problem, because we are Giga Chats already. Boom. Dead. And it drops the stone ring. Don't forget to loot it. If you forget to loot it, it's gone. So loot the stone ring. And also grab this gold pine resin. Gold pine like resin, or resin in general, is really strong. So pick this up. We run past this, drop down here, and we go back to the bonfire and teleport to our next objective, okay, which is going to be Majula, because we're going to go to, you guessed it, Quelak, but the scorpion version of Quelak. Some people say Najka, some people say Najka. I think it's like Najka. And what we need is some alluring skulls now again. And we are also going to pick up some rings on the way. I'm going to show you all of this. And while we do that, I can talk about the bonfire aesthetics briefly. The bonfire aesthetics, the item we got at the beginning of the game as a starting gift. You can use at a bonfire, and it, if you use it close to a boss, this area and the boss will be in NG+1 or NG+2 if you use a second one, and so on and so forth. We're going to use it on one particular boss to kill this boss multiple times. And why we do that, I'm going to explain why we do it, okay? Or like while we do it, because I don't want to explain it right now. It's, you know, unnecessary. You use a firebomb there because there's an enemy in there and you're going to get half his health. Then you unpetrify the lady. She's the pyromancer teacher. If you want to do a pyromancy run, you need her. And then you use this lever. It opens all the doors and there will be a shit ton of enemies, so throw a skull. And after you hear a sound, in particular, this sound, you throw another skull. And there's this enemy I was talking about. You shoot it once, you shoot it twice, and then you run all the way up to this door. Now you're safe. These enemies won't follow you all the way up here. Wait for the door to open, and then you're gonna yeet like we've never yeeted before. All the way here to the shaded woods. There's another enemy coming up. Here. Just run past it. It's gonna attack. And you need to throw another skull here. Because there are stone throwers and they aim perfectly. They never miss. So always throw another skull there. Run past these dudes. And there is another bonfire here we're gonna use. So pick up this bonfire. And now we're gonna straight up ahead, okay? Straight up ahead. And we're gonna use another skull right around here. Oh, this is not a skull. Right around here. You swap to the bones. You run in here. You grab the red tearstone ring. Experienced players know what a red tearstone ring is. It gives you 20% damage when you're low on HP. That's why we pick it up. Really strong ring, we're gonna need it. And then we are good for now. We're gonna go to the right now. And here, we're gonna use the technique of shooting trees. Because they're invisible enemies here. You can't even lock onto them or anything. And we're gonna shoot these trees to distract them. You can pick up the soul of a proud knight here. And then we just continue running this area. There's another tree. We're gonna poke it. Enemies are allured. You're gonna run all the way to the left. Stay left-sided. And then we are already out. And now we're gonna reset the situation by sitting at the bonfire. That's important because it resets all the enemies down below. That's what we want to do. Because we need a clean situation to pick up another ring. You sit at the bonfire. After you sat down, you drop back down. Go here around, and you run down the stairs. There's the first tree. You poke it. After you did that, you run further down. There's another tree. You poke it, and you wait for a moment. There's a guy coming. You run the other way around, and then you stay on the left. All the way on the left. And then you run back up here. And there's a chest coming up. You loot the chest. And in that chest, you will find a laser cannon. No, it's the Chloranthy ring +1, which is really good. You thought it's a laser cannon, right? No, it's like the Chloranthy ring, which is a good item, of course. Stamina regeneration. You put on these 2 rings. And we are going to go back up here. And then we are shooting this guy over there. The reason, if you shoot him, he's gonna suicide bomb down. Whee! He's gonna die. And then we're free to go here. You run to the right. Destroy the curse pot. Because if you stay there, you die. And you get the Brave Warrior Soul. And you get fire bombs. And then we are going to loot some more items, and we're gonna fight Najka right away. But we also have to set up a Tearstone ring, of course. Don't forget about that. Here's also a possible Forlorn invasion, but it's easier to deal with because Forlorn can't do jumps. So we could just do this if there is a Forlorn invasion. There's no Forlorn invasion, but if there were one, we could just do this and shoot Forlorn from here. And then we jump back over here. And we run all the way around here. Run past this cursed thingy. And then you use this staircase to set up your red tearstone ring. Okay? Before you do so, you can go here and pick up another Brave Warrior Soul. And then you just drop down here like once. And you drop down there twice. You don't drop all the way from the top anymore, otherwise you're gonna die. This should do the trick here. Perfect. You got yourself a red tearstone ring, you see the red glowing. You can equip those, and you can equip those as well if you want, and then we just use our souls real quick. Because we have to use them anyways, at some point. So pop all the souls, and then you can if you want. Like Najka is sometimes a fight you gotta bone out, so make sure you have the homeward bones equipped. If you want, you can use a gold pine resin here. There's two different ways to fight Najka. You can get her stuck at a tree, and then you just shoot her with a bow. Or you can fight her melee. Both is obviously viable. You can, if you want, you can buff up with the resin. Then you go in, make sure that the homeward bones are equipped if you have to bone out. Maybe I have to bone out once, then that would be good actually, so I can show you. You poke her once, you go away. It's gonna pop up, you go behind her. You poke her a bunch. And you wait for her to whack the tail. The taily whack attack is really good. You hit her a bunch. That's really bad. And now you have to bone out. This is exactly what you want to do. The moment she summons the soul mass, you really want to go. There's really no reason to stay in the fight. When you fight her melee, of course. When you get her stuck at the tree, you can just, like, you know, ignore it, basically, and walk or run the soul mass, and then you are able to just, like, escape with it, because she's not going to be able to attack you melee. But if you fight her melee, and you have to roll, like, a melee attack, and then the soul mass fires, and you're kind of, like, you know, it's kind of tricky. And it can easily get you roll caught, and you don't really want that to happen. So you go back in the fight, have the homeward bones equipped, of course, as always. And we do the same thing again. You sprint her first magic, poke her, and then you go away. She's gonna pop out of the ground, go back behind her. 1, 2, 3. That's a good attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna lose her tail. Tail wacky attack. 1, 2, 3. Dead. Perfect. Equip. And we're continuing. So you get the extra souls from the Najka fight. You can unequip this again if you want. And here you go. That's it. Like, if you get, like, let's say 3 good tail attacks, that's why you're behind her, because you want her to do the tail attacks, either the tail wacky or the tail slammy. And if you do that, then you're good. You know, it's like, that's how I always fight her. I also fight her like that on level 1, which is, in my opinion, the best way of fighting her, even though you have to bone out every once in a while. I think it's kind of like a nice way of fighting her. It is a good thing to do. So you run all the way up here. It is a little bit of a running section with only one enemy to kill. It's this one. He throws an axe, you strafe it. R2 attacks on this guy to stagger him. Boom, 3 R2 attacks, and you got him. He drops dead, gives you a bunch of souls, and oh, and now, ooh, this is gonna be a little tricky. I haven't done this in a while. You can't kill these with the rapier. You want to shoot it, I believe, if I remember correct. You want to shoot these lizards. So, what you want to do is you walk up, I believe, with the red tearstone ring and start, like, shooting the lizard 3 times. And then, yeah, perfect. And then it's dead. You get a raw stone and 3 large titanite shards, which is nice. You don't really need the raw stone, but the large titanite shards. No, wait, we don't have to kill it on a level run. It's only, we only need the raw stone for, what do you call it? Oh, never mind. You don't need to kill this lizard. You can. But on a leveled run, it's not necessary to kill, apparently. You are now in the Brightstone Cove of Seldora. You pick up this. You won't sit down at the bonfire. You can, if you want. But it's not necessary. We have enough damage for the next boss as well. We have 50k souls, I know. But it's not necessary to sit down, I believe. We can just go for the next boss fight right away. Swap to the bow here. There are so many enemies. You can go down. bait them out. Some of them will be killed by the falling stone. By the rolling stone. By the boulder. And the other 2, or maybe 3 or 1, however many follow, you can just bow down. Like so. And another one in the back. Like so. And another one. Like so. And another one. In the head. I just, you know, play it safe because there are more enemies down there. Like so. Perfect. Got all of these bowed down. You run past. And then there are 3 more enemies. You can now... Technically, we have 2 more alluring skulls. We only need 1 more, I believe. So you could technically lure those. But, you know, you can just, like, kill them. And you have 1 as a spare skull, basically. If in case something goes wrong. Just, like, kill those guys. It's like... If you do headshots, it's 9 arrows. So it's not that big of a deal. Kill these boys, and then you go in. And you are... just sprinting through. And I like to use a bright bug here on the spot. Bright bugs are limited. We have 2 at the moment. And I really like to use a bright bug on this one. This is an annoying boss fight, a little bit of an annoying boss fight, because there are many enemies in a little room. And to go through with, you know, a quicker kill, a bright bug is not necessary, but recommended. I really like using it here to get rid of 1 enemy immediately, basically. There's 3 guys who shoot at you. There are like a couple of like little hollows and 3 crawly hollows. You want to get rid of the ones that follow you around. I'm going to go for 1 magician first, then I'm going to go for the little, like the ones that follow, and then I'm going to go for the other last ones. The crawlies at last. Use the bright bug. It gives you 20% more damage. For quite a while, actually. And you go in. You bait out an explosion attack by strafing a little bit, and then you kill this guy immediately. You bait out another explosion attack, you swap to the bow, and then you start bowing down these freaks. He is gonna hit the benches, by the way. You run past, make yourself some, you know, space. He's gonna stagger with every single, like, shot you do with the bow here, which is kind of nice. Last little boy. You can run past them again. Because why not? Oh my god, there was a crawly there! Holy shit, I didn't see that. Okay, make sure that you see all the crawlies. That was, like, nasty. Okay. Oh my god, dude. That's quite a hit, not gonna lie. Strafe this, roll this. And kill the last guy. And now you're good, basically. What you want to do now is... Oh my god, the crawly in the bench moment. I can't believe it. Tom has to edit this out. That's embarrassing. Okay, the last one you can also kill with the rapier, if you want. If you hit him twice, he staggers, and then you can just finish him off. That was not a hit. Certainly not. After you killed them... oh, I forgot to put on the armor. But it's not necessary to put on the armor here. Not right now, at least. After you killed them, you are basically at a section where it's all about farming again. There's not going to be another boss. So you don't have to necessarily go back again. You can have a little bit of an easier fight, I believe, by going back. And there is more efficient ways to fight this, for sure. But, you know, if you use a bow and if you kill one of those guys early on, it's going to be fine. I mean, I only got hit because I didn't see that there was a crawly in between the benches. Which is such a Dark Souls moment, to be honest. But it's alright. You come up here after killing these two magician guys with the bow, and you pick up the second bonfire aesthetic. We need in total, we need 3. This is the second one. We got one as the starting item. And now we are going to shoot a lizard here. This is a Lizzie. We gotta shoot from up here. Oh shit, I should have shot it with a red tearstone ring equipped. That's a little mistake because I do it differently in the level 1 runs. You can just like teleport away and teleport back in, I believe, and it should be back there. As long as you don't kill it, you can just like go away and come back in, and then you should be good. The lizard should be back there. There it is. And now you can set up like red tearstone real quick by dropping down this ladder or whatever. Like so. Can you just drop it like from all the way here? Perfect. And then you drop one more halfway or something. A little higher up. Like so. A little higher up. Or one more time. One more time. Boom. Okay, perfect. And now you should be able to kill it from up here with the bow. Perfect. It's dead. It is dead. And then you better heal up. I mean, you would probably survive the drop, but, you know, better heal up, because why not? Now I obviously forgot to... Oh my god. Because I said at the bonfire the magicians were back. Oh my lord, don't do that, okay? Set up red tearstone, kill the magicians, kill the lizard, and then go down. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's early in the morning, I apologize. We got the item, the lizard's dead. Kill the magicians now, because we need to get another item down there. I'm so sorry. I swear to god, I'm good at Dark Souls, guys.
You sure about that?
Okay, kill another magician all the way down there. Ah, this is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. The most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me. Okay. I'm so stupid. I just killed the run. Second most embarrassing thing. Pick up the 62,000 souls. Okay, and then you line up like this and you run over there, because there's another upgrade material we need. We now go for some Titanite chunks, and after you did that, you teleport back up. I'm so sorry, holy shit. You teleport back up. You know, Tom has to just like edit this out or something. Like Tom has to do some magic here to edit this out. And we're going to go back down, okay? Go all the way back down. You can now ignore the magicians. You pick up the resin and you open the door, and there's an... Oh, wait a second. Never mind. Forgot something. Teleport back up. And I really have to focus. I'm sorry. We do the same running section again, real quick, but you have to do one crucial thing before you do that running sections. There are spiders down there, and spiders are kind of allergic to fire. And that's why we need a torch, okay? You just pick up a torch, and that makes the spiders ignore you, like they won't attack you. And that's why we're gonna light up a torch here. You have 9 minutes and 44 on the torch, as you can see. And we're gonna use some fire bombs to kill some enemies. Like this guy will just fall off, and you pick up this Titanite chunk here. And then we go drop here, and the moment you drop all the way down, there might be another forlorn invasion, okay? This guy sometimes comes here, then you have to kill it with, like, the fire bombs. You have 6 more fire bombs. And you might want to kill it with those. The moment you drop down, there might be a Forlorn invasion, so you gotta be careful. You're gonna go into the house, regardless of Forlorn invades, and there are like spiders, and you throw fire bombs to kill those spiders. Okay. They won't attack you. They will attack the furniture, but not you, so, you know, be careful to stay away from the furniture. There are 2 more fire bombs left, which is nice. You shoot this guy in the back, it's gonna not fall off. It's gonna not fall off. It's gonna turn around, which is okay. You don't have to make it fall off. You can just make him like turn and come towards you, because all we need to do is kill it. After it's dead, I'm coming here, especially if Forlorn invades. You do exactly that, and you go into this corner. Okay, this corner is a safe spot from Forlorn. It won't be able to. She won't be able to attack you here. So that's why you're here. Okay, you stay here. You're safe from Forlorn, and there is nothing that she could do to you here. She will come up here, but you can just like bow her. You know, you have 73 arrows left, and you can just bow her down. And after this section, we're gonna go blacksmith again, and we're gonna use all our souls to level up. And this section is basically over now. You just wait until these hollows down there kill themselves. You can help out by just bowing them down, of course. You know, there's another one to the left side. And then you can swap back to the homeward bones. And there's one more item we want to pick up down there, which is the one right in front of us. You go down, you pick up this item, and then you run past the spikes. The spikes do not count as hits, just to be clear. They don't count as hits. They are environmental damage. There's a guy, you can just ignore the dude. You run past it, and then you open this door. And you pick up the last Titanite chunk. You use a homeward bone, and we're gonna go home to the blacksmith, and now we can spend everything. We can upgrade to plus 10 for our rapier, and a plus like 8 or 7 or something for our bow. And then we can spend a ton of souls for leveling up, and we're gonna go for the rotten necks, and that's gonna give us even more souls. Wait, I'm sorry, we're not gonna go for the rotten necks. We're gonna go for Flexile and then the rotten. We grab some arrows again, like 140 arrows should do the trick. We don't need any of those. We're going to reinforce to a plus 10 rapier and a plus 7 bow. And I don't know if we can infuse. Like, we could technically infuse to raw bow, but it's not necessary because we're gonna get scaling now. Now we're gonna go to Majula. And after we spend all of this, we have 53k left. Like, the perfect amount of adaptability is 32 adaptability. It's like when you get like really a really like comfortable amount of iframes. So we're gonna go 32, and then we start going into dex, okay? Dexterity is gonna be the next one. We're gonna max out a 40. Dexterity and endurance. I'm gonna go for 10 endurance as well. I'm gonna go for 21 and 10 endurance. So 32, 21, and 10 endurance. Endurance is also super, super good, because the longer your endurance bar, the more attacks you can do consecutively, which is going to be redonkulous at this point. Now we're going to go to the Flexile, which is going to be here. And after the Flexile, we have our third bonfire aesthetic. Some of you might ask, why are you going to go to the Flexile? Because it's not necessary. It's not a mandatory boss. That's true. But there is either, you know, you gotta go Shulva, or you gotta go and kill the Flexile, because the Flexile is a boss that's in the way of the bonfire aesthetic. There's one enemy here. You can, like, shoot it if you want. Or you should probably. You can also dodge it, but he has, like, a long sword and, like, a nasty, you know, thing to kill. So make sure that you just shoot him dead. And for the next upcoming section, we can also swap out the red tier stone ring for now for the, what is it called? Stone ring. The stone ring makes it easier to stagger enemies here. And it's gonna, you know, be a much more comfortable situation. So, you take the lift all the way down. But we're almost halfway now. So I guess this is gonna be like 2 hour-ish. So you go all the way. After you got the lift, you go here. There's a bonfire here. You use the bonfire. There's enemies behind you. I don't know if they're gonna follow you all the way, but you can just sit down at the bonfire to reset the situation. Just to be safe, right? And then we are going to shoot some folks. Brother. He's gonna shoot you, but when you're up here, you won't be hit. Because the arrow won't, like, go all the way. You kill the archer. You kill this guy. You kill this guy right here, laying down. And then you go here. You shoot this dog twice. And then you are almost said and done. You shoot this guy twice. You hit him, preferably. Perfect. When you hit the wall behind him, make sure sometimes the hollows alert inside that, and they might attack you. They don't do it right now, but it can happen. Just make sure if you miss the guy that this is a possibility. You shoot this guy in the head, perfect. And after all of this is cleared out, you swap back to the rapier and we get another torch running, because there are enemies that are allergic to fire as well. So get the torch. And after the torch has been lit, you run all the way here. All the enemies are dead. You're all good and set. And then you run past this guy. He will wake up and follow you, but you just throw a skull here. We'll lure this dude and the dude up there. And the dog will just run past. You run past all of these dudes. And these guys are the ones that are, you know, allergic to fire. You can just walk past them. They're gonna go out of your way. There's one guy shooting down below, so be careful. Just drop down here. And you talk to Gavlan. And Gavlan has arrows. Like 20 of those poisonous arrows. You want to grab those. They are important.
Many thanks.
Many deal, many thanks. You open up this. And you bow down these freaks here. Like so. Shoot him. Shoot him twice. And then you shoot the guy down there. Oh my god. He's dodging it. Legend. He's Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. This is so embarrassing. Mom. 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 Okay, I got him. Okay, you shoot down this this guy down there, and then you shoot the bell. After you shot the bell, the ship is gonna move. Okay? The ship's gonna move, and with the moving of the ship, you can make yourself ready for the Flexile. You can technically set up Red Tear Stone if you want. Not necessary, though. I don't think you need it. You have enough damage. You can just use a resin. Whatever resin you want to use. I think the lightning resin here is better. We'll get more lightning resin later anyways. So you can just use this one. A ship is gonna open. You drop here. You drop here. And you just run in and you fight the Flexile. With your super strong +10 rapier, you should do a lot of damage anyways. To be honest, I didn't run it like leveled in a long time. But I remember it to be really strong and that there was no Red Tear Stone necessary here. You go through the fog gate and you bait out oftentimes a jumping attack. You hit him 3 times. Back up. If you are lucky, you get another jumping attack. There you go. Hit him 3 times. Roll this. Bait out the follow-up. Kill it. Easy peasy. There are certain other attacks that the Flexile... Oh, not certain. There's one other attack the Flexile can do. No, technically 2. But, you know, It's a super quick kill. You will see those attacks, obviously, but you gotta make a safe game and you're gonna practice it. The tricky part about the Flexile is that the water level rises within the boat. So you gotta fight it or kill it relatively quickly. But as you see, like, you have a ton of damage. You can punish basically every attack. So it's gonna be an easy kill for you, you know? So after the Flexile is dead, you run all the way in here. And you go into the lift. These guys will leave you alone because they're drunk or something. I don't know. And you wait for the door to open up. Now we're gonna go for our last bonfire aesthetic. I gotta be Swift. Taylor Swift today. I'm just like so low on time. And Dark Souls is such a longy schlongy that I really gotta be like quick. You get the bonfire. After you got the bonfire, you are running all the way over here. And you're gonna shoot some folks again. So there's a guy over there, and there's a guy all the way on the top. You shoot this dude first. Shoot him in the head. Shoot him in the head. This guy as well. Shoot him once. Shoot him twice. Dead ya. Now we're gonna check for Forlorn invasions. Sometimes there's a Forlorn invasion here as well. If there is a Forlorn invasion, run all the way back to the lift. At the lift, there is a fog wall. As long as you stand at that fog wall, Forlorn cannot reach you. You will never be hit by Forlorn, so don't you worry. Almost. Okay, maybe we can just drop down. And then we can just shoot it from here. Perfect. Okay, you shoot it from here, then you go in. There's a guy behind you. He's annoying. You just shoot him. You kill him in the dig. Then there's another guy here. You kill him. These guys explode when they're close to you. They just explode themselves. There's 2 dogs now. You want to shoot the dogs. Kill the first one. Go further back into the room. Load up an arrow. Wait until the dog comes into the room. Lock onto it. Shoot it twice. Dogs are dead. Then you run all the way out. And you sprint all the way here. There's a guy up there. Sometimes he follows you, but this time he didn't. You go back in here. You shoot this guy. Once, twice. Perfect. You swap to the rapier. Lock onto this guy. Poke him once. Dude's dead. This dude you shoot once, twice, 3 times. Dead. You go back up here. And there's another dude hanging at the wall. And we want to shoot through these things to kill this. These are extremely dangerous. You don't really want to, like, kill it melee. They have a ton of attacks and they're quick and shit. And, you know, shoot it from up there. You roll through here. And then you are basically at the bonfire aesthetic. And we're ready to rumble. Rise like a phoenix from the ashes of our 2 deaths, or 2 hits, / death. And then after the cage goes all the way up, you drop down here, you pick the last bonfire aesthetic. Make sure to have enough health to make that drop. As you can see, we lost some health, right? We're gonna go for the Rotten. That's gonna be the next one. The Rotten guys. So you go to Majula. The first thing we're going to do in Majula right now, before we do anything else, because we need fire bombs. But the very first thing is we're going to buy the cat ring and some more homeward bones, okay? You have 2 more of these souls, the Flexile soul and the Najka soul. You can just use those because, you know, souls are always good. And now we're going to go to the cat again and we're going to spend some money at the cat. Hello, cat. Please give us cat ring and please give us homeward boners.
Satisfied?
I am very satisfied. Thank you very much. After that's done, we're gonna talk to the lady here, and we're gonna get life gems. We have enough. We need, like, let's go with 40. That's 8,000, and that's more than enough. And go with one of those, or the last one of those. And now we are going to unequip everything we have equipped. And we're going to only equip the cat ring, okay? That's the only thing we're going to equip right now. Make sure that this is literally the only thing you have equipped. Because otherwise this will kill you. And now you're going to make a drop all the way down here. You barely survive. You use one of those. You can pick up that life gem if you want. You drop another time here. You drop another time here. You use another life gem here. And you sprint all the way over here. You drop another life gem here. Now you need almost full HP to make this drop. Walk off. Boom. Another life gem. And then you sprint here. And then you drop down here. Okay? After that's done, you pick up this ring you don't need. You don't pick up this ring. And another homeward bone. That's what I wanted. And now you keep the cat ring equipped. You get your weapons back in. You get this back in. You get this back in. And you get the serpent ring back in. There is another lizard we can kill. I don't know if we need to kill it, but let's see. Oh, I should have had more stamina, huh? Okay, perfect. And there are also enemies down there we want to kill. Those are explosion dudes as well. I'm gonna drop down here. And we're gonna shoot 2 more explosion dudes in there. I'm gonna pick up large titanite shard. No, we don't need to. We don't need this lizard. Never mind, guys. Abort mission. We don't need that lizard. And then you just run through here and you make another bunch of drops. Now we're gonna enter the gutter. The gutter is where, you know, that leads to the gulch, and the gulch is where the rotten is. And the rotten is a very important boss because this is the one we kill 4 times in a row. And the reason we kill it 4 times in a row, I can explain it real quick, is because we want 1,000,000 soul memory. There's a stat called soul memory on Dark Souls 2. Don't ask me why, but that's a thing. It's like all the souls you gathered, basically, regardless of if you use them or not. If you have 1,000,000, you can progress through the game without killing the 4 great bosses. And that's what we're gonna get by killing the rotten 4 times. 1,000,000 soul memory, which leads to Drangleic for us, because we're not gonna go around and kill 4 different bosses. We're gonna kill 1 boss 4 times. You go past here. There are 2 enemies. They're gonna like attack you. Just like shoot them. There's another one to your right. Shoot this guy as well. After you kill this guy, there's another one to the left you want to kill. Shoot him as well. Shoot him as well. And then, after all of these are dead, you're gonna run, and you're gonna run to the left here. These statues have to be killed because they spit at you. The ones I killed at the beginning of the area is important as well. When they spit at you, you are hit. You wait for another guy to walk down here, like he's gonna trigger as soon as you're down here. There he is, I believe, yeah. You shoot him, and you kill him. After that is done, you run past. And you run past these guys. You drop down here. Drop down here. There's another titanite chunk, I believe you can get. Yes. And that's for the bow upgrade, of course. You get this titanite chunk. You run past these boys. Rightly so. And you go up here, right? After that is said and done, you climb all the way back up. And now we're going to utilize a mechanic that no other Dark Souls game has. It's a unique mechanic on Dark Souls 2, and it is uniquely great. No other not even Elden Ring has it. You kill this enemy right here, and after that, we're gonna use a zip line. Look at this. Whee! Isn't that cool? Only Dark Souls 2 has it. So you drop down here, you strafe this guy, you strafe this guy. There's one Spitty statue. You kill the Spitty statue. You drop down here. And now you wait. Bow and arrow. You kill this guy. You pick up this item, okay? This is another 20 poison arrows. That makes 40 poison arrows, which we're going to need later on in the run. I'm gonna slide down here. turn the camera to your left. And then you just drop down here. And you roll through these. And boom, you pick up this item. It's another fragrant branch. We're gonna need that. And here we are in the gulch. All the way. We did it. There's a bonfire to your left. The moment you pass this, like, fog gate. You can pick up this bonfire here. Bonfire lid. And then we are going to go through the gulch, okay? By slowly killing the statues. You don't want to walk too far up, because there's a potential forlorn invasion here as well. So you're just gonna throw some. To kill the statues. Kill the statues. Perfect. Gonna shoot one fire arrow into this pit. It's gonna kill 2 enemies. And what I like to do is, I like to kill this vase over there, because this is where we're gonna run next. Now we can walk up, and if we get a forlorn invasion right now, which would be kind of nice, so I can show you, you have enough time to kill these statues, and kill these statues, and kill these statues. And then Forlorn would be right around here. You just run back to the bonfire. You loop Forlorn around the bonfire. And you just sprint like this. And you drop down here. And that's how you escape Forlorn. Like, Forlorn will not follow you down here. You drop, you drop, you drop. You also do this without a Forlorn invasion. And then we just go around like this. And we go into the lift here. And then you're at the end of the area, basically, in the lift. And we're about to fight our first Rotten. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna heal up. And we're gonna unequip the Silver Cat ring for the Red Tearstone ring, okay? So there's going to be an invasion now again. You shoot 1. You shoot 2. And you shoot a 3rd one here. There should be an invasion right now, at least. Yeah, there it is. You wait for the invader to spawn, and then we kill this invader. It's gonna do like a weird, like, gesture bullshit, you know? You just start shooting the invader. Until the invader is dead. Sometimes they go, like, left side, and then you have to wait a little. It's annoying. But you have to kill. Like, if you go down, he's gonna hunt you and he's gonna kill you. And the funny thing about Dark Souls 2 is that after the invader, there's going to be another invader. We don't have to wait for it. We can't even wait for it up here. But Dark Souls 2, for some reason, has more phantoms than, I don't know, Demon Souls, I guess, even. Or equally as many. You kill this guy, and then you line up like this, roughly. And you jump down here. You roll up to these. And there is a petrified statue again. That's why we picked up the branch of yore. There is another invader, of course. Because we, you know, why not? You kill this dude, poking him. You use the bonfire here. Sometimes the invader... Oh, perfect. Sometimes the invader falls like this. If it doesn't fall, you gotta, like, do what I'm gonna do after sitting at the bonfire now. But sometimes it falls down and then you're already good. So you sit down. Now you can buff, of course, because the invader is gone. If the invader wouldn't be gone, you drop down here, kill this statue. You kill the other 2 statues with the firebomb. You run to the right of this statue, you strafe this shot, and you go into the boss fight. Okay? Now you have Red Tearstone equipped, and what you want to do is you bait out 1 attack from the Rotten, and you run into the fire and set up your Red Tearstone ring. You roll out of the fire, you bait out attacks, and then you attack the Rotten. Like this, you just strafe attacks, and you go back in, and you hit the Rotten a bunch. can also roll attacks because you're so strong. Or yeah, you're strong and you can actually roll attacks because, you know, you have 32 ADP. Rotten number 1 is that. You teleport, you get the armor on. That's very important. Okay, don't forget about the armor here. That's incredibly important. And you are ready for the second Rotten. The way you do it is you sit down at the bonfire and you burn one of those aesthetics. As you can see, what is done cannot be undone. And then we are ready for Rotten numero 2. Siri, what's los? We do the same thing again. Maybe Tom can speed up the Rotten fights a little bit. I don't know if there's anything of value I can... like the Rotten gets stronger, of course, you know. I have to do this now 4 times. Because that's the only way to get the soul memory necessary. You run into the fire. Set up a red tear stone. Okay, you put on the armor. Get like the extra souls again. And after the Rotten is done, you have so many souls, you can just level up whatever you want, basically. Oh, also, always make sure you have the Silver Serpent Ring +1 equipped. You know, don't by accident equip the wrong one, and then you're in a little bit of a pickle there. You can technically wait with the resin for the last Rotten if you want. It's up to you if you want to, you know. You can also fight the Rotten without a resin. It's not necessary to have a resin equipped on the Rotten. Even on the 4th one, you're so strong with the +10 rapier already. But it's perfectly up to you how you want to do it. You could also probably use a bright buck. Yeah, you can also use a bright buck. There is no reason to not use a bright buck on the last Rotten. We'll get enough bright bucks. That's Rotten number 3. Run into the fire. Grab attack, we haven't seen that yet. Rotten dead. Very well, that's number 3. Dude, this is so much damage. It's actually so cool. Bright Buck for the last Rotten, because, you know, why not? You have enough. On my level 1 runs, I use 2 Bright Bucks on the Rotten for the last 2, because of the damage, you know, because I have such a big damage issue. Well, not issue, but it's like, you know, I fight them for quite a while. Grab attack. Into the fire. Okay, last Rotten dead. Perfect. Get all the souls we need. And now, as you can see, we almost have 600,000. That's not enough yet. But we have all the Rotten souls, and after you use all of them, that's going to be enough. Now you can unequip the armor. It's not necessary to have it any longer. You can also swap this to this ring, because it's not necessary to have that any longer. From here on out, we just keep this, you know, loadout for the rest of the game. You can swap armor back in if you want for the bosses, because you want to have like even more like souls and levels and whatnot. But it's not necessary. I mean, you can if you want, you know. So you use all of this. And we're going to buy more Bright Bucks now, which is going to be expensive.
Thank you.
Whoa. You know, we have a lot of souls.
That is...
And we are also going to get some dexterity, 40 dex, probably like, I don't know, 35 intelligence, and you don't even need that much strength, right? And 40 of this, and then we have 150 left. That should be enough. Okay, now we're really strong. Holy moly. Okay, let's just go with these stats. I think that should be alright. We're gonna get some resin, then we're gonna go to Drangleic. Man, this is gonna be fun now. I can already tell that this is going to be fun now. After we went to Drangleic, we can also upgrade our bow to a +10, I believe. We're gonna get a red tear stone set up now. But first we're gonna talk to this, like, head and guy. What's really good about Dark Souls 2 is that the dialogues are so short and that you don't have to talk to, like, NPCs for a long time and they blabber around like little bitches. You know, you need like 20,
May we meet again.
I guess. You can also go for 30, but, you know, whatever. Doesn't really matter if you go for 20 or 30 or... we're gonna go the same way we went before. And we're gonna set up our red tear stone up here. I'm gonna drop down here by just like walking off the edge like this. Boom. I'll do that like 3 times, I believe, and that should be fine. Yeah, perfect. Then you use the homeward bone. And we're off to Drangleic. The cool thing about this is when you use a homeward bone, you get to keep the red tear stone setup. And now we're gonna shoot this guy. Yes. Gonna wait for this guy to, I don't know, do his move, whatever he does. Sometimes he turns around, sometimes he comes back in, attacking us again. He's gonna decide to come back in. Okay. The animations are so fucked. They're so scuffed sometimes, I don't know. I can't even tell what the enemies are doing. There's another guy, just shoot him in the head. Nice dodge, you fucking bitch. Just bait out an attack, shoot him again. And there's some guys to the left. For safety reasons, we're gonna shoot them as well. There's another guy. Just wait for him. Perfect. We have 83 arrows left. That should be enough. We're gonna get more soon. So there is a guy that's not gonna attack you if you're far away. You just run past this dude. You can shoot him as well, or you can just like run in and do a running attack. Also okay, because your rapier is so quick. And this door opens for the 2 reasons I mentioned early. Either you have the 1,000,000 or you have the 4. And then you are basically off. You shoot one dude here. Oh, sorry. You shoot one dude here. After you did that, he should come back up to you. You can choose to kill them. Sometimes it doesn't work. What I really like to do here is to lure one back up. Because their aggro range for some reason is really low. Other than if you obviously attack them. You lure him. And when he's right around there, you just sprint all the way down like this. And you just like sprint past this guy basically. You know, he's most oftentimes not even gonna attack you. Sometimes he does like shoot you from behind or whatever. You have to be careful, of course. After you like are here, after you're here, there are some archers, you know, you just shoot them. Like so. There's another guy with a melee. You just kill him. Like that. And then there is one last lizard we need to kill. You gotta be careful here. You need to shoot him with the bow, okay? So load up an arrow. Make sure that you have enough stamina. And you kill it. Takes like, you know, a little bit of practice maybe. And then there are these elephant guys. You just shoot them with, I think, 3 poison arrows. And they're gonna start kicking. Boom. They should tick to death, technically. The elephants are gone. Perfect. Go back up here. There's another potential forlorn invasion coming your way here. Which is annoying. But, you know, it can happen here. We want to shoot this guy. Shit, that's not very good. We want to not kill this guy there, technically. I don't know why he didn't, like, stagger far enough, but that was my mistake. You want this guy to not die that early. What you probably want to do there is... I don't have any other way of doing this. Okay, now we have to, like, hope for no fallen... Like, either you can rerun the section and hope for no fallen invasion. You want to stagger him further back to that this, like, gets triggered. And now we will receive, like, 2 more enemies to do that. But if there were a fallen invasion right now, we have to deal with both, right? We have to deal with these enemies coming up and the potential forlorn coming up as well. Oh, there they are. Okay, perfect. Okay, after this is done, you know, there's this guy gets triggered finally, and it will, like, open up the door for us, and now we're good. Like, because there's no forlorn invasion, you know. If there were, then there's a little bit of an issue, but now that there isn't, it's all cool. I don't know if there are more enemies coming. We're gonna see that in a second. Yeah, I think I hear them. Right? Yeah. Like, you can kill them with the bow, or what you also can do is you can open up the throne room here. Oh, they don't even gonna follow us this time. If they were to follow you, you can go into the throne room all the way to the back. And then they are... Okay, one guy is... Okay, this is so weird. Just kill him, you know. And then you talk to this ghost buddy here. And now we get, like, new arrows. That's why I kept some, like, souls, because I don't really know how many arrows I want to buy and how many I really need. I don't really know that either. I'm just gonna buy, like, I don't know, 300 or something, I guess. You know what? I'm gonna buy more, because I have so many souls. There's one enemy here. Just hit him a bunch. Kill it. Roll in here. Hit this guy a bunch. Kill it. Drop down here. Swap to these arrows. Open this door. Open this door. Use this bonfire. You don't really need to, like, a bone right now, immediately. We're gonna go in. We're gonna kill one of these guys here. 3 attacks. Run away. The door will now open. And while the door opens, we travel to Majula and upgrade our bow to +10. Or +9. +9 or +10? +10, perfect.
I'll be around if you make it.
It's very, very good. And now you can technically use the rest of the souls to level up, I guess. We don't really need to buy anything any longer.
Seek.
Later on we can buy some more, like, arrows. 55 dexterity, because why not? You know? And now we're gonna go back and we're gonna go through the rest of Drangleic. We need to set up Red Tearstone Ring again, as you can see. So we go here, all the way up. There's one guy we want to kill. 1, 2. And then you start jumping down here. Okay, perfect. And now we're gonna run all the way to the top. And we're also gonna need a bright buck for the Dragon Riders, which is next. I'm sorry for the distractions. We can just, like, get it out of the run and then should be alright. Okay. There's one guy that is, like, you know, attacking you. Just run. And then you use a bright buck here. The reason we use it here is when there is a forlorn invasion, and there is potentially a forlorn invasion, you will not be able to use a bright buck any longer. So we use it preemptively, basically. You roll these 2 doors. We can swap to the bow already. Because we are going to use our bow now with the... What do you call it, arrows? Wait. Oh, it's nasty. That shouldn't have happened, but it happened. No problem though. Just navigate them, you know. Usually you can just run past. That was really bad RNG. I haven't had that happen in ever, basically. So you go in, you go a little forth, and you hit him twice with 2 arrows. Then you swap to this, you strafe this attack or roll it, and then you go in, you kill this guy with 2 attacks. And then you just fight this dude. What you want to do is like just strafe around him. Strafe his attacks or roll his attacks to the side. And when he gets up his shield, what I like to do is run away and get him back into the fight like this. And then, you know, you just do the same thing until he's dead. There you go. You get yourself a Dragonrider kill. Easy peasy. On level it's not that hard because you have so much damage and the weapon is so much quicker, you know. The quickness of the weapon makes everything so much easier. Next boss is the Mirror Knight. The Mirror Knight is also a little bit of a difficult boy. You can make him loop. But it's, you know, it's a kind of a tricky-ish fight. I'm gonna show you. You want to run here until you hear a sound inside. That's when a guy drops down. I just heard him drop. You open this, swap to the bow, and you shoot this ghost. And the enemy that dropped, we are going to lure now. So you go in, you lock onto the dude, shoot him once, and then we're gonna lure him next to the statue here. And we're gonna kill him. And then the statue is gonna be triggered, as you can see. And we are teleporting down again. And as you know, our, what do you call it, is gonna be maintained. Red Tearstone ring. So now we're gonna wait. As you can hear, the statue is now gonna make this like lift go brrr. And this lift is gonna start in 3, 2, 1, 0. Here we go. This is a pretty long lift, you know, so prepare yourselves. My order is arriving in 56 minutes. Dude, I'm already 2 hours into this. Okay, I had a couple of breaks and stuff. Dark Souls 2 is just a long run, right? Like, on Dark Souls, like on level 1, it's not even... It's like equally as long. So you take this all the way to the top. And there is one item, like a key in particular, we gotta get. Here you go. Open this door. Get the key. And then we're gonna go back down with the homeward bone. You wanna sit on my lap, Siri, while I fight the Mirror Knight? Come here. Come, you can sit on my lap. Here. Sit on my lap if you want. Yeah. There you go. And now we're gonna fight the Mirror Knight together, okay? Okay, the cat's on my lap, guys. Cat lap guide. While the cat is on the lap, you open this door. And you buff up with a bright buck here. We're gonna use both bright buck and gold pine resin. You run all the way past these guys onto the fog wall, and you open. You go through the fog wall. You sprint to the point where Mirror Knight stood, and you buff up, and then you bait out one particular attack. This one. Go in, you hit him a bunch. Scrape this attack. You hit him a bunch. You hit him a bunch. You scrape this attack. You hit him a bunch. And he's dead. That's it. He's gonna be forced to do that attack over and over again when you do enough sufficient damage, which is obviously easy with this weapon. Siri, what's wrong with you? We just beat the Mirror Knight. Aren't you happy about that? Hmm? Aren't you happy? You go down and now we go Shrine of Amana. You know, everybody loves the Shrine of Amana. It's like 1 million enemies and 1 trillion girlfriends. Go off the lift and run all the way. And then there is a bonfire and you just tap the bonfire, right? After you do tap it, you don't have to reset. You don't have to go back. You just keep on moving. As fast as possible, because there's a food delivery coming. You go back all the way down here, and you shoot this guy here in the corner. Oh, I killed him one tap. Holy moly. Oh, because of the bright bug probably, right? No, I won't. Yeah. You kill this guy. Siri, where the actual... What are you... doing, Siri? She's now on my desk. You shoot this dude in the water. You shoot this dude in the water. You shoot this dude. I mean this dude in the water. Go over here. Shoot this dude. So much more comfy than using the crossbow. There's not much I can say here, you know, like it's just shooting a bunch of enemies. If this happens, you just run away. They might or they will follow you. But if you run to a certain spot, like right around here, the what do you call it, is gonna start singing, and when like it sings, they fall asleep again, and then you can just kill it. If this happens, or you just hit it, you know, and then it doesn't happen. After that's done, you shoot these 3 guys over there. Unfortunately, they have like literally 1 HP left after I hit them twice. Okay, very good. You run all the way. Froggy sings again. Run past. Run past. What's the time? Okay, still have time. And you shoot this lady over here. Now we have to shoot some magical ladies as well. At least these die in 2 shots. That's quite nice. There's another magical lady to shoot over here. Like so. There's one guy, one big boy to shoot over there. You need to shoot him a little bit more oftentimes. Perfect. And there's one more Frogger in the water. Kill the Frogger in the water. It's also the last Frogger for now. Kill the lady all over there. You can swap. You can buff up. There are more Froggers. 3 more Froggers. Kill the Froggers. There's sometimes a lady that shoots you from behind, but that's not an issue because she hits the wall. Nice, Dark Souls 2, collision. Nice collision, Dark Souls 2. Shoot the ladies here. Perfect. Now there's one more guy over there. Shoot this guy. Very good. Now there's one more guy. 2 more over there. Shoot these. I know it's a lot of shooting. It's the American way, brother. Shoot them. Now you can do either, like, there's a... Wait, I'm gonna show you the strat. This is also good if you ever do a level 1 run on this game. What you want to do here is you want to shoot this guy once. And after you did that, you just sprint away. And you go all the way around here. And after you're here, you're in a safe, kind of in a safe, or not kind of, you're in a safe spot. Because they're gonna run into this like corner here. And they will not like be able to attack you. You know, and you can just safely kill them from here. That's what I use. That's my level 1 strat, which is a really cool strategy for these two guys, because they can be really difficult if you have to deal with them. After these are dead, you go through this fog wall. There's another bonfire. Oh, someone's calling me, guys. Give me a second. Tom, can you edit this out? Make sure that these guys, you know, don't like follow up and like annoy you, of course, by shooting them. Because you have to, this big boy there is blocking the way. And you have to like, you know, kill this guy first. I'm sorry for all the distractions, guys. I'm really sorry. I like this is the most terrible Monday of my life. Gonna shoot this lady here. And there's two more ladies actually we have to kill. This one here. And another one over here. And then we're good. What you can do now is you can use a bright buck. And when we're within the fight, you can use resin. And then we can like kill the frog. Which is an absolute insanely terrible boss, by the way. You just want to sprint past this enemy. There's going to be an invasion now. You open the door. You roll through. You close the door. The invader will follow you, but the invader has to slow open the door. Because that's how they're coded. And that gives you enough time to go through the fog wall. Now you buff. The bright buck is already buffed. And then you are going to fight the frogger. You wait close to the frogger until it opens up. It doesn't attack. And then you go in. And you hit it a bunch. You wait until it opens up. And it doesn't attack. And then you hit it a bunch, and you got yourself a frogger kill. Perfect. Very well done. And we're on our way to Velstadt. Perfect. Very good. The frogger has one particular attack that can be really annoying. It's like a quick attack. It ends runs. Like, it's super rare. Dark Souls 2 has these, like, really rare attacks where they can, like, I don't know. You know, they can basically kill you because you can't really practice it as well because it, like, the boss does it once in a, I don't know, million years. Okay, we go into the crypt and we're gonna get a bonfire here. And we're immediately gonna keep going, of course. You run in. There is like an enemy here which we're gonna distract by shooting an arrow behind it. And then we're gonna hit him in the head. And you hit him a bunch. Then you kill it. There's another guy patrolling. You kill it. You run all the way here. And you kill this guy as well by shooting it. Perfect. You go over here. You sneak around the corner slowly. And you shoot these guys in the head. Watch this. Shoot them again. Touch this. Go in. After they're dead, there's a potential Forlorn invasion here as well, but there's a really good strat for it. Kill this guy. If there would be a Forlorn, there's a safe spot at the beginning next to the bonfire. At the top of the stairs, you just go to the right. There's like a little bit of a step. and you can go into a corner there, and you just stand there and shoot Forlorn. That's it. Like, it's super easy. Forlorn will not be able to reach you there. Like, sometimes Forlorn can get there, but then you can just, like, drop down, loop around, and do it again. And the possibility of Forlorn getting there is, like, virtually at 0, but very, very, very low. I don't know if we need this. Wait, did I buy arrows or did I buy bowls? I bought bowls. Oh my lord, I actually did buy bowls. Because of out of a habit. Oh my god. Holy shit, because I run on level 1 and I have a crossbow. We just buy some more arrows. Holy moly. Okay, perfect. Now we have arrows, which is nice. We just need them for the giant area later, I believe. Everything else is going to be better to use the lightning arrows on anyways. You go through this door. There is a potential Fallen invasion here as well. But that's alright. You just do this, go around, go up here. There's a magician dude up here. You just sneak up to him. Or you just like do this, attack him twice. Perfect. Now we need the bow again. You drop down. And here is the potential Forlorn invasion. Sometimes Forlorn comes in here. Then you shoot an arrow right around here. This guy turns around and you just sprint past these guys. Like so. And then we're basically already done with this. You go down here. There's a guy in here. Lock on. Shoot him. Go around. Shoot this guy. Go back. There's a third guy getting out of the sand. Shoot him as well. So they can't trigger the bell. Because if they trigger the bell, there are ghosts all over the place. And you know how it is. Ghosts kind of suck. They're dangerous and annoying. You trigger all of these boys and girls over there. One bright bug left. We don't really need it. You just like get them over here. And then you just sprint all the way to the fog gate. Where Velstadt is. Waits for you. Go into the Velstadt fight. Skip the cutscene. Buff up. Go past Velstadt so you have a little bit of room behind yourself. You can go in, attack him once on this one. Go in, attack him once on this one. Go in, attack him once on this one. I don't like to go in there. Attack him twice on this one. He should buff now, yes he does. Now you unload your entire stamina. You regain. Go away. He's one hit away from death. Oh, he's gonna do... This is cool. He's gonna do a magic attack. You can just strafe around. You hit him once, he's dead. Perfect. Okay, that's it. Like, Velstadt is like the Rotten. Just walk away. He doesn't attack. Go back in, attack him. You know, that's basically it. The Velstadt is not a hard fight to learn. Sometimes he corners you, which is annoying. Make sure to pick up that ring. Very important item, King's Ring. We needed to open some doors now. And now, Majula, 3 more bright bucks. Quick, quick, quick. After we are in Majula, I'm gonna pick up the last 3 bright bucks, I believe. I hope they're not too expensive, because they're really expensive now. Oh, we can't actually pick them all up. Oh, we can. Never mind. Obviously I can. I have just souls, right? Last bright buck. Perfect. Off to, what do you call it? And since we have another alluring skull, and we didn't use it, we can use it again here. Just throw it. Lure this dude. Go around. And equip the King's Ring for the Red Tearstone Ring real quick. There's a quick and a slow strat for these knights here. Obviously, you can just, you know... What do you call it? You can just kill them, which I really gonna do on my, like, runs now, on stream. Because they killed my run a bunch already by following up with weird, like, attack pattern. I did it again, dude. There's no... Why does he follow it up? I cannot believe this. And you can just bait out attacks as well and run around them, which is really easy. But sometimes, in very rare occasions, they follow up with weird follow-ups. One of those rare attacks I was talking about earlier. And that can really get you, you know, into trouble. Okay, after that is said and done, you run past this invader and you open the door. The invader is going to follow you. Of course. You run all the way back up here. All the way, all the way, all the way. You can drop down here. Oh. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. That was a stupid mistake. I thought I'm fast enough, but these NPCs run really fast. Do it the safe way, you know? It didn't hit me, but you can just run in here, despawn it, and then you can go back and you can set up your red tearstone on the stairs. That was a mistake. Don't do that. Set up your red tearstone ring. Obviously, you have to equip it as well. Because you don't need the King's Ring any longer. It does nothing for us other than opening these doors. And now we are going to fight the dragon. Pulling the thing. Opening the door. And we sprint all the way through. The dragon is going to be next. And the dragon is kind of an annoying fight sometimes because it can like fly up into the air, and it's a little bit of an annoying fight overall. It's a quick fight though. Like you have a lot of damage and it can be a fairly quick fight if you get decent RNG. You wait for this to happen. And then you go to the fog wall, and now that you're at the fog wall, you're safe. These enemies will not follow you all the way. You can just use a bright bark, use a gold pine resin, and just enter the mist. And then we can fight the dragon. You just hit him a bunch at the wings here. You know. And then you hit him a bunch on the feet. And it's gonna fly up. The fast swings with the wings means fire breath. You know? The slow swings with the wings means fire bolt. This is the slow one. Perfect. I can show you then a little bit, you know, and then you just strafe it, and now he's gonna jump all the way. This is like, for example, really like bad RNG, I'd say. You can just like shoot him a bunch if you want. And then you like swap back to the rapier. Gonna slowly walk in to the fight. Slow wing attack. It's gonna shoot firebolt again. Just strafe it. This is the fire breath. You just strafe it as well. And now you have a little bit of time to run in and just kill it. There you go. Got yourself a dragon. Perfect. Good job. Well done. I think you saw almost every single attack it can possibly do, other than the tail whip or whatever when you're behind him when he's on the ground. Now we're gonna set up the big dragon mama and get an item there, and then we can go into the memory, and then we're done. Like then it's only last boss fight, and then it's basically done. Oh, it's a long guide. I apologize for the distractions in between. Unfortunately, guys, apart from streaming and YouTube and all of this stuff, I also have a life, believe it or not. It's crazy. I have like a private and a normal life as well. I know it sounds wild to some, but it's true. Especially at the moment, you know. There's a lot going on. You go up here. And we're gonna use another one of those zip lines they talk about on the news. And then we cross this long bridge. And this long bridge you gotta cross ASAP, because if you stand here and admire the view or whatever, the dragon's gonna kill you. So be quick, otherwise you're gonna be dead. Perfect. Now we're gonna swap the arrows from this to this, because I think I do a little bit more damage with these arrows to these knights here. And you want to shoot this knight now. He's gonna block every single shot, but it's alright. We have enough arrows. There's no reason to, you know, despair. And there's another one. It's basically like a champion-based system here. Like every single knight is like a champion on a new level. And as long as you kill those knights, the other guys will like, you know, the other guys will not attack you. And, you know, if I were to run past this guy, all of these dudes would attack me because they feel like I'm a coward or whatever, I don't know. And as long as you kill all of those, you're fine, you know. This one. Another champ. Very well. Door. And last champ up there. We can, like, shoot poison arrows here first to poison him. He's going to be poisonable. I don't know how many. Oh, 3 is already enough. Perfect. 1 for good measure. Poison does good damage here. Holy moly. That's so nice. Okay, that was a very fast kill. On level, it takes me like... on level 1, it takes me... I don't know, a gazillion years to kill this guy. Okay, sweet. And then you just run past those. And you talk to the dragon lady mama there. And then you should get an item. After you got the item, you bone out. And now we're almost at the end. You teleport here to the woods part where we were earlier. And you immediately, like, you just walk off here basically, you know. Just boom, red tearstone setup. Kill this guy. Kill this guy again. Oh. Very good. There's another guy laying down. Kill this guy. Open the door. Equip the king's ring real quick, because we need that. There's another, like, door to open now. Here's also a possible Forlorn attack. If Forlorn invades you here, you just go all the way to the last giant. I don't know if you guys remember at the beginning when we killed the last giant, right? You just go there, and you are going through the fog wall. And you can just, like, go into that, through the fog wall, and you're good. And now we're gonna have 15 minutes to beat this memory, but obviously that's more than enough time. After 15 minutes you get teleported out, and then you have to try it again technically. But we can use a bright buck, and we have enough time to do this easily. So there are these giants. They fight like the soldiers, you know, and we just go in and trigger one particular event here. I don't know if I was far enough. I was not far enough. It's alright. We're just gonna go in a moment again. We just hope that they're gonna walk away from us. If they walk away from us, everything's gonna be fine. But if they want to walk into us, they... okay, no. I gotta get out. I'm gonna do it again. That was enough to trigger the event. You wait for the thing to happen again. Okay, that's really, really good. The first one is already dead. Now, if you had a longbow, you could technically shoot this guy from afar, and you don't even have to engage with the boss at the end of the arena, basically. But we don't have a longbow, so we have to technically fight, like, quote-unquote, fight the boss. It's gonna be alright, of course, but, you know. You have to engage, and you have to technically fight it. You wait for another explosion after the second one got rolled over by the head. And then you go all the way to the corpse of this one giant here. And you use one of your bright bucks. There's two ways to fight him now. Either you fight him down below him or you go to the platform. You can also fight him with the rapier if you want. The opener is always going to be the same. He's going to do a slam attack. You just sprint it and roll it to the side, and then you go on the platform. I like to fight him on the platform. Now we're gonna wait for slam attacks as well. And, or you fight him with the bow. But what you can do is, you roll those slam attacks and you attack like him with the rapier. That's possible technically. Or you swap to the bow, and every time you like, he doesn't attack, you lock on, you shoot him, you know, stuff like that. He doesn't attack, you roll it, you shoot him. He doesn't attack. You can shoot him twice there. You roll it. You shoot him once. I think the slam attack you can always safely shoot him twice. I don't know if you can shoot him twice here, to be honest. Probably. As long as you have enough stamina to have one more dodge roll going, I think it's okay to shoot him twice there as well. There's like many ways to fight him. This guy is not very complex, you know, he has literally 2 moves up here. So there is no complexity to this fight whatsoever. Roll it here. Roll it here. And one last time. There you go. And there you have it. Last giant done. And now it's only the Watcher, Defender, and Nashandra left, which is arguably the hardest fight of the run. It is very also doable, of course, on like leveled. We're gonna teleport back into Drangleic where we were earlier, and now we can open the gate. Technically, if you wanted to do that, you could fight this fight. Oops. You could fight this fight right after you get the King's Ring, right after you got Velstadt done. There is it's possible for you to fight this fight, but you know, it's not a necessity to do that. Watcher and Defender gonna be hopefully alright. Set up Red Tearstone, of course, while the door opens down there. You also have to go back to the Red Tearstone ring. Okay, perfect. That should be Red Tearstone. You go back to the Red Tearstone ring. And now we're gonna swap back to the arrows here. We're gonna poison them as well. We can do that right at the beginning of the fight, I believe. We can poison the Watcher? I don't know who's the Watcher and who's the Defender, but we can poison one at the beginning of the fight, I believe. If I remember correct, you can just like immediately shoot 3 poison arrows into one, and then they should be poisoned, or it needs a little more. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna shoot like 3 poison arrows and we're gonna test it, but I'm pretty sure it's like close to poisoning or immediate poison, and the poison does good work in this fight. Like, it's really, really good. that's basically it. We have 2 more bright bugs now for 2 enemy encounters. One with Nashandra and the first one obviously with the Watcher and Defender. The Watcher and Defender is difficult because you have to, you know, run around and avoid the attacks. And it's 2 enemies, and you have to know the arena a little bit as well, because... Okay. It's no poisoning, but it at least is close, probably. Okay, I'm gonna wait. You just outrun them, you know, and then... When you are sure there's enough time for you to shoot, you shoot again. There's the poison. Most attacks you can just sprint. If you're not sure, you don't have to, obviously, sprint them. Now we have got, like, rid of the first one already. And now we're gonna shoot the second one. As good as we can. Because we have a bright bug still active. He's gonna go for the rescue now. We can already swap to the rapier. The moment he's gonna go for the rescue, we unload immediately into the guy. There it is. Oh my god, the damage is so ridiculous. And now, holy moly, dude. Okay, that's good, you know? As you can see, really quick fight on a leveled run because the bow is so incredibly strong. Shit, you gotta run away. Sorry, that was my mistake. Gotta run away from Nashandra here. And then you shoot Nashandra a bunch. I think my food delivery is here right now. You swap to the rapier. And then you run in. When she does the... what do you call it? And you just hit her. And then you do that again. You go away. You bait out a laser attack. And then you just hit her. And then you do that a 3rd time, hopefully it works. And then we should be done with the fight. And then I'm gonna get my food, and then I'm gonna say some last things real quick. Come on, Nashandra, my food is here. Explosion. Haven't seen the Nashandra explosion in a while. Yeah, you can obviously also run away when she does that and finish her off with the bow. Perfectly fine. Nashandra dead. I'm gonna get my food real quick, guys, and then I'm gonna say a couple last things, okay? When Nashandra summons the curse balls, you cannot be close to the curse balls. Nashandra's curse, even if it's not filled up completely, immediately triggers damage. And that obviously means the run is over. So you gotta be farther away from the curse balls. As soon as you touch this, the run is over and you got a hitless run. I didn't, because I got hit. But it was still a good run, I guess. It was okay. I hope you learned 1 or 2 things. There are definitely things you can do better. There's a different route through Shulva as well. Baryon made like a Shulva guide. You can check that out as well, of course. This is just how I run it. I didn't run it leveled in a while, in all transparency, so I just winged it a little bit today. But this is definitely a good way to go through the game. And there are not many Dark Souls 2 guides out there, so I guess it's, you know, a good start for anybody who wants to start running the game. Thank you for watching, guys. The hub video was the last one. There's going to be 1 more video this year, and there's also already the first one for 2025 planned. Be excited, okay? 2025, this YouTube channel, it's gonna explode exponentially. Thank you very much. If you like these types of videos or the ones you saw before or after, make sure to subscribe here. I'm live every day on Twitch and on YouTube. Thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you, say it back, tschüss!
Dino sinned guile, unkindled slayer of lords. Thine destiny awaits. May the flames guide thee.